Do you want to put your players in an auditorium for the most beautiful illusion show they've ever seen, only to find out that the illusionist on stage is accidentally summoning a portal to another world, spawning astral raiders who are out to cause only chaos, death, and mayhem? Well, you've come to the right place, because this encounter, together with all of its assets for 5th edition and Pathfinder 2nd edition, is completely for free for you. Hi there fellow roleplayers and game masters, my name is Mr. Trosk, and this is another sponsored video by Domille's Wondrous works. They've been sponsoring my channel for a while now, and they decided to continue doing so, which I am super grateful for, and you're getting some awesome stuff in return. Because first of all, they are opening up a new Patreon tier, a full access Patreon tier, which means if you sign up to that tier, you get full access to the entire backlog of whatever they have done for the last, I don't know, 5 or 6 years or something like that. I'm talking maps, encounters, they're like phased battle maps, there's battle maps for virtual tabletop, there's high-res battle maps, all kinds of stuff. You can sign up for that and download everything there is to download from all of the years they've been doing Patreon and been doing Patreon content. And some of this content there's some really work of art in there, so I can just only advise you to click the link in the description below and go and check it out. But for today's video, I'm also giving you something, well, they are also giving you something, and I'm presenting it to you, which is an auditorium encounter. It's one of their encounters they design for one of their battle maps, and I would just want to, quickly show it to you. But if you are interested in it, to download it for yourself, click the link in the description below. I will be putting it up somewhere to download, so you can just grab it. It's completely for free for you. And this is it, the auditorium map that you get with this encounter. Now, there's a lot of other stuff you get with this encounter. I'm gonna present this to you, show this to you. Now, this map might seem familiar to you, because I talked about this map in one of my previous sponsored video by Domille's Wondrous works. But today, I'm presenting you this map together with an encounter that actually comes with it for 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons, or whatever 5th edition you're playing, Tales of the Valiant or whatever, and Pathfinder 2nd edition. Now, if you remember correctly from last time, there is these 2 rooms that don't really have an interior here. This is something that Domille's Wondrous works does very cool, very well. They have even like this map of this player hideout, which are all about like these rooms, and you can fill them in as you like. So what you can do is you can actually, let me just see, download these files. Now, these are just like a picture of all of the files together, just to kind of show this to you. You can download these files and then put these squares inside one of the rooms right here, right? For an auditorium, a desk or whatever would make sense. But for a player hideout, it's actually pretty cool. There's a lot here. There's like a room where a fighter lives, or a druid lives, or a barbarian, or a bard with like a musical instrument. There's a staircase thing, so you can have multiple levels. There's one room that is completely purple for a mage or whatever. Let me see, there's a room where there's like more of a armory, where there's like a lot of weapons on the table, that kind of stuff. So there's like a lot of different rooms you can place inside these squares. Now, for the player handout map, the player hideout map, it's really cool. I've been puzzling with that myself, and I've like created my own player hideout. So if you're playing on a virtual tabletop, you can just present the player hideout like completely naked to your players, and then give them all of these squares, right, in your virtual tabletop, and they can just like fill in the player hideout how they want to do it. Maybe like the warrior wants the first room because they're the first line of defense, and then then there's a staircase to the other people, and then there's the mage or the cleric is upstairs because it's a little bit safer. That kind of stuff. They can really think about like building this, almost playing Sim City within the game. Now, this also has that, but it comes with it comes with, let me see, it comes with an encounter. This encounter is Pathfinder 2nd edition, so this is a Pathfinder 2nd edition recommended level 5 +/-1. But there is also recommended level 5 to 7 for Dungeons & Dragons 5e. Now, Dungeons & Dragons 5e, again, means every 5e game ever. So Tales of the Valiant, if you're playing Tales of the Valiant, whatever, this works as well. And it's basically the encounter. Now, I'm gonna completely simplify this for you, but you can, again, just click the link in the description below and you will be able to download this completely for free. And then it comes with the map, it comes with the handouts, it comes with all of that stuff. So basically there's this auditorium and there is this illusionist who does a show, right? And they're doing this show with all kinds of crazy colors and whatever you want to do as a game master. But without that illusionist knowing, they have been secretly, she has been subliminally instructed to weave a grand spell of teleportation. So basically, there is a group that call themselves the Astral Rovers. They are a group of otherworldly raiders who gaze back at those who gaze beyond. So she's accidentally casting like this vision into other worlds, and it's just like these astral rovers who are basically waiting for her to do that so they can jump into this actual world on stage or wherever you want them and start causing mayhem. And there's like 30 people inside of the auditorium, and there's the parties, of course, inside of the auditorium, and it's really cool. It's a one-page encounter, but it has everything. For example, so there's a bunch that this party can know from arcana checks and religion checks, but also the PCs are checked for weapons at the door. Concealed, decorative, or otherwise covert weaponry is not found. A DC 14 persuasion to enter with a sheathed weapon. If surrendered, they're checked into the bottom left room. So this is cool. This offers like this role-playing opportunity immediately up front where they go in, and of course the fighter probably has like this sword. So the party might have a rogue who puts like a dagger somewhere in order to be able to carry their dagger inside. The mage might want to conceal their, I don't know, their spellcasting focus or whatever. And I don't know, you might have a barbarian who has a great axe who needs to like give that great axe to the people at the door or whatever. But you also, I really like that they put decorative weaponry in here, because that's a thing, right? I always forget about that. Like there's these noble people who often have like a golden sword sheathed always, basically, but I don't know how to use it. It's just there, which is really cool. That is basically allowed, and the people at the door kind of decide on that. But if you then want to enter with a sheathed weapon, like a fighter just having a sword on their waist or on their back, they can with a persuasion check. Yeah, and then these astral rovers jump on stage, cause mayhem, and the players get to basically. So this works in an urban environment. This works wherever there could be an auditorium, one of those beautiful rooms. This is the map. I know this is like a long map on your screen right now, so it's a bit weird to show this to you, but you can download it for yourself. It comes with the actual invitation to the amazing magical display at the University Auditorium tonight. But also, this is also really cool. This is something, I think it's new, what Domille's Wondrous Works is doing. They have this board, right? And then for every encounter they do, they're going to have one of these, basically. So you can export these to your virtual tabletop, and then you can pin these on here as much as you like. So you might have like 4 or 5 side quests, or 3 or 2 side quests that you potentially want your players to do. You could just like have this board of quests at like, I don't know, the town square or whatever. If you're playing Tolus, it's in Delver Square, basically. And you can just pin whatever of these notice thingies on there. So you have like the thingy here, and you can pin as many of these on there, and then you get like something like this. This is just an example, but you get something like this, and your players might be, oh, I want to read that one, I want to read that one, and then they get a discussion. What do we want to do? Do we want to take one of these quests? That seems interesting. That seems interesting. Oh, there is an auditorium. There is an amazing display of at the University Auditorium tonight. Let's just go watch a show, because our dungeon master thinks we're going to take that side quest where to kill the zombies, but we're not doing that. We're just going to the auditorium, and then shit hits the fan, right? Which is really cool. Again, these are not like in the this is just a picture to show off what they have. These are not in the file you can download, the zip file you can download, link in the description below. But if you sign up, again, if you sign up for Domille's Wondrous Works, a Patreon page, you can get everything. If you sign up for like the full tier pledge, you can get everything they've ever done, all of their phased battle maps, all of their static battle maps, all of their other battle maps, all of their encounters, everything they've ever posted in like the last 4-5 years, I don't know exactly. You can download everything and you can help a creator out, which is always completely, utterly amazing. And that's basically it. Thank you so much to Domille's Wondrous Works for, again, supporting this channel. And so if you want a cool free encounter, download the encounter in the description below. If you want a shit ton of battle maps for your virtual tabletop, like really a lot of really cool battle maps, make sure to hit the link in the description below to Domille's Wondrous Works Patreon page. Is really, really well worth it. And until next video, bye-bye.